Hello. Welcome to a long-awaited video. A lot of you have been requesting that I do a tutorial on how to set up the HaritoraX trackers with SlimeTora and SlimeVR there. So I have some icons down below I'm going to go through. First thing that you guys want to do, you want to go over here to your HaritoraX configurator. We want to open that up. I have my trackers connected currently. You essentially want to go in here. You want to make sure you have your right model and everything, which I'm assuming. This is assuming that you guys already have set everything up. This is assuming that you've used the HaritoraX before and you were using the software it came with. So one thing that you want to do is you want to go over here and figure out which channels your trackers are set up to. So I'm going to let you guys know. So for example, on mine, channel 1, 2, and 3, simple 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Your results are going to vary. Okay, I'm going to say it right now, because there are some issues that some folks have that others don't, and then vice versa. One issue when I was helping a few folks set up and we didn't get it figured out, but their left was their right and their right was their left. Not sure exactly why. This was on the leg tracking. It's like you have this over there and that over there. But anyway, first thing you want to do is go over here to your HaritoraX configurator and just see what channels your trackers are on. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using my wireless trackers, not my wired ones, and just showing you guys how the setup goes. The initial setup could be a little bit of a pain. I'm not sure how I was going to record this video, due to the fact that I do need to have my VR headset on as well for the calibration on my body height. So I have different issues with my computer and whatnot and having my stuff set up. But let's go ahead and hop into it here. So we're going to leave out of here because we already know what we have. We're going to open up SlimeTora and SlimeVR. Now, let me drag this over one moment. Okay. So once you initially already have your trackers and everything set up, your menus are going to look like this. The biggest thing that I cannot stress enough, when you have Steam VR open, you have that little menu there that's popped in. Sometimes when you connect all your trackers, it's not going to connect all of them here. And you're going to see you have like 5 out of 6 trackers. Again, this might be a me problem, but what I do is I stop the connection. All I have to do is close out of SlimeVR. Simple. I can even be on VR chat while I'm doing this. It does not conflict anything. I reopen SlimeVR, and then I start the connection again. So let's scroll down and take a look at my settings. I'm using the wireless. I'm not doing Bluetooth. Bluetooth, for the most part, has limitations, and we have on 6 different trackers, and you don't want to have that issue happening. Wait, my COM ports are 6, 7, and 8. I don't know where I came to this conclusion, because mine seemed to work on 6, 7, and I think I had issues coming in here. Hold on. See, this is what I mean by tutorial. So I've been doing fine-tuning on mine to figure things out. Now I'm trying to see what was it that just went wrong. It says, okay, channel 1, 2, and 3. What? Am I tripping right now? Did I go to the wrong place maybe? You know? I am confused. Wait, go to other settings here. Okay. I'm gonna be quite frank with you all. I'm not sure how I came to the conclusion. Well, essentially, if you have a wrong port, you get errors. I think what I kept doing is I kept messing around until every tracker was connected flawlessly. So yeah, there's that there. I didn't have this issue with the wired ones because I was able to follow like exactly what the wired had connected, but I did run into this issue with the wireless. The wireless took me a little bit longer of a setup. So yeah, this one wasn't verbatim. This was my own personal. You gotta shut it off, shut it on again. And keep in mind, this is my first tutorial ever. Everything else I kind of leave default. I leave all that on. That's like your own perspective. Now, just keep in mind, everyone, this is not going to stop your drift. So, like, if your body is going one way, your hip going one way, your chest going another, this is not gonna solve that. I've seen there's a new video where someone just saying there's like 2 programs you're gonna run, and it kind of like 2 different situations that if you're drifting this way, it's going to memorize itself over here. It's something complex. I'm not going to throw you guys off with that, but there is something out there. Anyway, on my tracker, the thing I like about the wireless, it shows the battery percentage, so you kind of get an idea. Green is where you typically want to be. I mean, yellow is okay. Red is good luck. So, the main things you guys want to use in SlimeVR when you're connected and everything is going to be the full reset. And that's just going to be you just standing straight up still. Like you're in VR chat and you're just kind of like your hands down, straight forward, you click full reset. You can also set this to your triggers as well, but I kind of like popping up the menu and pressing it myself. The second thing, whenever you turn your trackers on every time, don't do full reset. This is what you do. I'm sorry. You're connected. You're in. Don't click full reset. You're going to go over here and do your mounting calibration. You're going to do automatic. That's what I do, personal preference. And the automatic is basically where I'm going to stand up real quick. Well, actually, I don't need to. So, basically, you're standing straight like that. Click full reset. Well, hold on, you guys didn't hear the sound. I'm sorry, I don't have the audio set there. One moment. Let me go back to the previous setting. You're going to hear that sound there. Then you get into a little skiing position, and then you press it again. And then boom, you're going to be seeing yourself like that and whatnot, right? So here's the second thing. Mind you, I'm sitting down, so if I start moving, it's going to start looking all janky and stuff. But here's the thing. This is the timing that I've done that makes this work the best for me. I stand still. I do this part here, the mounting calibration, every time I hop on VR chat as I'm about to calibrate in VR. That way I'm already in the correct position that I want to be whenever the calibration kind of syncs itself. So that way when you're moving, it makes sense in VR chat. But when you're doing the full setup, your first time opening SlimeVR, you're using the setup wizard. Yep, it kind of guides you through. Let's get started. Skip that. So, I put my stickers in straps, the whole 9 yards. Mine already came with the stickers and stuff, but that's besides the point. So, the next thing that you want to do is you want to set up your trackers, right? This is the fun part. I recommend putting on all your trackers. That way, when you click, you move your hip. See how it did its thing there? Wow, they actually changed how this works. So before I'd have to manually click it. I guess there was an update and I wasn't paying attention. So basically, you would just want to move whichever sensor is what. So I'm just going to go up to the chest, and you see how it lights up as I move it. Yep. And then if I move it enough, it kind of just assigns itself. Well, it's not doing it for the chest. That's weird. Anyway, okay, skip. Well, continue setup. Well, I don't need to do that. Anyway. So you go through this mode here, real simple, real short, real sweet. You kind of just like, all right, this goes here, that goes there. You're playing, you're connecting, doing your instructions. That's the easy part, I would say. Then you go to I'm ready. This is where I was talking about before. We do our automatic calibration. You have your trackers on, full reset. You're standing in your position where you want to be in your room. Then you crouch down, your skiing position. Boom, boom, real easy, right? Okay, then you go to the next setup, which is what the previous setup, skip step, reset tutorial, skip step. I never really used that one before. I kind of skipped those because that's not something I did. Maybe because I've been seeing some of you have been having issues. I usually stop it there. I stop it right there because I already have my trackers connected. Everything is sensing the way it needs to be, as you can see when I move, right? So the more complicated part that comes up is your body proportions. This is, you want to make sure automatic proportions is available. Manual is, let's just be real, dude. None of us probably don't know our sizes in this type of depth here in centimeters. I know I don't. So essentially, you have your headset on, you're standing still, and you're doing a dancing motion. It's going to guide you through it. Sometimes this is not clickable, and I don't know if it's glitching or not. Never use clear reset mounting. Sometimes I accidentally clear that. The only thing I use here is full reset. I use mounting calibration when I first hop on, and then I use full reset. But the setup wizard is relatively straightforward, um, etc., etc. And then you kind of always have this menu here. Now, give me a second while I open up Steam so I can show you guys what it kind of looks like with the connectors on. 1 second.
Okay, guys, so I did have to switch it up a little bit here. I actually have my headset on because I wanted to give you guys more of a visual of what I'm talking about here for most things. I run a lot of different programs while I'm in VR and whatnot due to my own personal preferences and settings. But that's a whole different other story. So again, I want to tell you guys my results are going to be different than um, the results that you guys might get. We're all going to be running the same thing, but my results are going to be different. So here's what I meant before to give you guys a visual. You see how one of the trackers are sleeping, and it doesn't matter if we turn them all off and nothing's going to do anything there. So we just close out of Slime VR. Easy peasy. Open it back up, and then go over here, start connection, because my settings are already saved, and you'll see all those lights come up. Um, Now, in terms of VR chat, I essentially just opened that. But let's see if we can do the body proportions so I can give you guys a visual. Sometimes that's grayed out for whatever reason. I don't understand why. I don't know if it's a glitch or a bug, so I don't have an answer if this is grayed out sometimes for you. I mess around with stuff and all of a sudden it's there. I don't like this part. I'm gonna be real with you guys. So, before I click it, I did want to say, um, again, if anyone needs help or guidance, you can join through my Discord. I will walk you through it. There's a lot of things that have happened to me these last few months here, and I'm slowly trying to get back into creating content and helping folks out. Doing my thing. So just letting you guys know, I do appreciate the patience. But let's hop back into it here. So automatic proportions. I have my trackers on. Oh boy. You full reset, stand upright with your arms to your sides. Simple, right? You read all this stuff here. I do not read any of it. And then you just click your standing. All right. It's going to check your height. 1.66, cool, whatever. Now, this is what we're going to be doing. Yes, I literally. So I'm on the Oculus Rift S, and I'm on my computer. I'm not using a Quest. I know some can use a Quest and have it not linked to a computer, and you can use these trackers like that. I'm not doing all that. So I'm actually linked into my computer where I can see my monitor and everything by pressing a button. So we're gonna start recording. Here we go. I'm gonna move my neck, and then we crouch down, look that way, reach down there, reach down there, and then we do this little hokey poke thingy here. Like that. Neck again. As soon as this timer runs up, I cannot wait because I don't like this at all. And then, mind you, make sure you're keeping your legs straight. There we go. Now it's processing, and I don't have to copy that anymore. So it processes the results. You do your thing. You're not worrying too much. All right? There is an error estimating this is likely to amounting. Make sure your tracking works properly. What? So let's just pretend that didn't happen. I'm confused. Okay. Everything works fine. Oh yeah, also I'm a heavier individual, so my hip tracker I actually wear on my back. I don't have it on my stomach area. I wear it on my back. Okay, so for the next part, I'm going to be in VR chat, and just to show you guys how easy a click of it is after you do your automatic calibration and stuff. Okay, so here we are. We're in VR, right? I do apologize how janky this tutorial has been. I have been thinking about it for a while, and I couldn't really process on how to do a mixture of being on the headset and off the headset. So this tutorial, before I jump into the little small final bits, because right now, as you can see, nothing's connected and stuff. This tutorial is based off of you've already installed Haritora, you've done your figure eight and everything to go ahead and get rid of as much drift as possible. Drifting does come back. I'm gonna let you guys know for the wireless ones, you have to individually do the figure eight in your hand, which I feel like this one drifts less than the wired one, but when it does drift, it drifts. It's not the end of the world. Because the full reset button for me on my Rift S and computer connected is like a click away, bam, bam. So let me show you guys what I was talking about earlier. We go over here to the mounting. You position yourself, full reset, hands down, right? Then ski position, right? Okay. Now I pay attention to VR chat. I bring up my menu. I left all the settings default. Going to go over here to calibrate FBT, full body tracking. And all I do, because I'm already in the position I need to be, like my feet, my hips, my chest, nothing has changed. I'm just straightening my arms out and clicking the trigger. And then look. Simple as that. It's that simple to hook up the SlimeTora and SlimeVR with the HaritoraX. Now I use let me see here. I use something else that allows me to move up and down the play space per se. Trying to look what it's called because my OVR advanced settings, which does cost, I think it's like $20 or something. But you may have seen folks do this, where they kind of just swing around and stuff. That is the advanced settings. But the main reason I recommend using Slime VR, you don't have to worry about sync because for whatever reason, you don't stick to the floor when you're using Haritora's software. Like with this, I'm not syncing. I like look at my feet. Really nice. It's not the perfect thing, but it's definitely a lot better. I probably missed some stuff in this video, so I do apologize. I got a lot going on my mind and I'm doing a whole lot. I know, no excuses. I should have became better prepared, but I am hoping that this video was able to assist in certain areas. If I'm missing stuff or there's some areas or something that you need specific work on, feel free to join in on my Discord and just shoot me a message. I'm the person all the way at the top. So just shoot me a message. I do apologize if it takes me a while to get to you. I'm dealing with a whole lot. I'm reestablishing, not rebranding, but I'm just reestablishing my YouTube channel and working on some different things out there. I do appreciate those who have been supporting me over the years. But a lot of things have changed in my life, and it's time to take the crown. I don't know how else to really put it. I'm taking the crown, and I'm living my best life, or starting my life. I don't know. Anyway, it's not super hard or crazy to set up the Slime VR. It's just when you have little technical issues, like your right stuff is going to your left stuff, which makes no sense to me. But sometimes it can be a simple, small fix of just switching what side it's on, or the drift. Let's see, has it drifted at all? Probably not. But anyway, I'm gonna show you guys one last thing. I open up, hang on, wrong window. So whenever I start drifting, all I do is this right here. And it tightens right on up. That's it, easy peasy. Whenever you're drifting, just stand attention and you press the button there. That's it. but I hope this was able to help someone. I do apologize to dragging. Uh, Trying to think real quick before I end this video if there's something else missing, but I honestly can't think of something else missing right now. I really can't. I guess I'll have a link to download SlimeTora and SlimeVR. Um, but based off of you guys' comments, I was assuming you have the software. You were just kind of like, how does this work? What do I click? So I kind of went through my little phases. I don't know what was going on with the body proportions thing. Maybe I messed something up. Maybe I wasn't doing something right, but whatever. My proportions are already in here. I don't care. I mean, I do care for you guys' sake, of course, but I'm just like, what is this? Why is it doing this? I don't have time to troubleshoot that. If it happens to you, then we'll worry about that and we'll work on it together. But I'm going to assume safely that you guys don't have the weird whatever that was. But the body proportions are real good because you want to make sure that your everything is right. Your legs, your tracking, everything. You want to make sure everything's right. Your lengths, like your measurements, you want to make sure those are right. So when you're moving in VR, it feels somewhat natural to a certain extent. But all right, ending the video here, and I hope this helps someone somewhere somehow. I don't know.